welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a foundation review for you guys. There has been so many foundations launching recently and honestly it's been a little bit overwhelming and I don't know which ones I've been wanting to do. So I decided to pick one that I haven't seen a lot of reviews on. So I picked the NYX Born to Glow foundation. This intrigued me because it says it is a naturally radiant foundation, which I'm all about that. So I really hope I picked the right shade. I was having kind of a hectic shopping experience, so I just kind of picked one that I thought matched, and I got the shade Vanilla. So I am going to just jump right in to applying this, I guess. Oh, also, you might have noticed I do not have my eyebrows done. I did pick up a new brow product that I want to try, but I'm going to do that after I apply my foundation. So how I am going to do this is I'm going to apply one half of my face with my sponge, and then the other half I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics brush. So I don't have any primer on my face, just my moisturizer that I put on this morning. It comes in a squeezy tube, which I know some people like really love that. I wish it had a pump. I like pumps more. So, because I feel like I might actually squirt out too much. This is about how much I've got on my hand so far. It's not like super watery or super creamy. It's kind of like right in the middle. As you can see, it's not really running down my hand. It's kind of just staying there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some on my finger and I'm going to kind of swipe it on. And this is the side of my face that I will be using my sponge on, and then I'm going to use the brush on the other side. Okay, that is one very light layer on. So far, it just looks really natural and radiant, like it says. The back of it says naturally radiant foundation. So far so good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more because that little bit definitely was more of a lighter coverage, which I do really like. So however much was on my hand, that's how much one side of my face takes for light coverage. So there's one half of my face done with two light layers on. You can definitely see the radiance in it, and so far it looks really nice. It's not cakey looking at all. It's not covering up this little guy down here, but he's really red and angry, so I wasn't expecting it to get covered. But so far, I really like it. I'm going to squirt out a little bit less because usually a sponge soaks up some of the product. So I'm just going to squirt out a little bit less and be very careful on the brush side. That is the foundation done on both sides. Again, this is the side with the sponge and this is the side with the brush. I'm going to look close up to see if I can see any significant differences. I can't see a very significant difference between brush and sponge. I definitely think I liked applying it with a sponge because I could control the amount of coverage. I like to start light and build, and with a brush, with this foundation especially, it offered more coverage on this side with less. So, I mean, like, while that is a good thing, I'm just, personal preference for me, I like to start light and build in case any mishaps accidentally happen. Because there have been days where I've accidentally applied too much and it's just like, ugh, I want to wash my face 30 minutes in. So far, I think it's a beautiful finish. It's nice and natural. I was kind of afraid it was going to look like super dewy, but it is a naturally radiant finish so far. So I'm gonna continue and do the rest of my makeup like normal. Eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick. I got this e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I don't know if this is new. I have not seen it before. I've just seen them market it on Instagram very, very heavily, so I just assumed it was new, and then I saw it at Walmart, my local Walmart, and I don't know, I just decided to pick it up. So here it is. It's just a black pencil. This is the side with the product, and then this spoolie on one end, and it has its own separate cap, which I do like. I got the shade Neutral Brown. So I'm just going to comb through my brows, and then I'm going to I'm going to draw my brows in, fill my brows in like normal. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Here is the tip. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a round, very fine, pointed tip. It kind of reminds me of my CoverGirl one that I love so much. So let's see if it's similar. Okay, that's one eyebrow done, and you can see the difference. The texture is a more stiff texture, but I actually kind of like that. It makes it easier to control. I didn't put on too much or too little. I really like it so far. It was really nice. I like to fill in my brows in like little hair-like strokes because I like a more natural looking brow. So far, I like it. I like it. Okay, I am back. Brows are done. They don't match. They were being kind of weird today. But that was not fault of the pencil. That was my fault. My brows, they're just being weird today. Anyways, you get 0.002 ounces of product in this. Okay, I'm going to pop on some of my Milani eye primer and do just a quick little eye look. Alright, my eyes are primed and they are set with a nude eyeshadow. And today I'm going to be going in with my Honey palette. And I'm going to be just doing some simple everyday, very, very, very basic. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so I'm going to pause on my eye look, and now I'm going to finish off my face, and then at the very end I'll go back and finish my eyes. I'm sorry this is kind of scatterbrained. That's how I'm feeling today, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to be using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Fair 8. Just gonna put 3 little dots on like that. Okay, so I tried to use just the bare minimum of concealer because I did not want to overpower the foundation. I really want to see how it performs throughout the day. It's still slightly tacky, but I'm not surprised from a more luminous foundation. They normally are a little bit more tacky. They don't dry down like perfectly soft to the touch like a matte foundation. So now that I've got concealer on, I'm going to very quickly finish my eyes. Alright, I finished up my eyes and my eyeshadow, and my phone finally loaded so I can give you the details on this foundation. It comes in 45 shades. It says Naturally Glow Foundation in 45 shades, buildable medium coverage that lasts all day, best foundation for a dewy glow, cruelty-free, and a vegan formula. So that's really amazing to know. I didn't know it was vegan. That's awesome. I definitely do agree that it is a buildable medium. I'm sure you could fill it up more, I'm not experiencing any cakiness. It looks very, very nice right now. I actually really like it. This is a nice match. Yeah, it really, really nice. I really like it. It did not conceal my blemishes. You can still see a couple up here on my forehead and this guy down here, but I don't really mind. I like being able to see my skin through my makeup. So let's move on. I am going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today. Okay, so I got my blush and bronzer on, and they definitely blended very nicely on top of the foundation. I'm not seeing any skipping or balling up or pilling or where my powders picked up my foundation. It looks really, really nice. I'm going to take this big powder brush. It's got nothing on it, but I'm just going to like pat all right here just to blend my bronzer down to my lower half of my face a little bit more. I'm going to use my Ofra highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive. So far, I am really, really enjoying this foundation. I'm going to do a wear test for you guys, so we will see how it wears through the day. I'm going to put some on my ears to make my ears glow. Look how cute that is. Oh, so cute. So pretty. I am really, really enjoying this right now. It is so pretty. It is definitely having a more natural, luminous finish. So far, so good, guys. So far, so good. Now I guess I'm going to pop on some mascara, and I'll be back. Alright, mascara is on. I used the Maybelline Snapscara. This is the shade Black Cherry. Now that I have that all wiped off, I have another eyebrow product to try. It is the brow gel that I have seen advertised with this liner. It's the e.l.f. Wow Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. I got this in the same shade, Neutral Brown. So this is what it looks like. You can actually see the little fibers when you take it out. I don't know if you can see those. Can you see them? I hope you can, because I can. So I'm going to wipe the excess off the tip of the brush, and I'm just going to apply it like I do every other brow gel. Alright, after initial application on this side, I like it so much better than the Milani one. I was not liking that one. I think I like this style of brush, just a short little tiny, like a miniature mascara type spoolie, rather than, like, I'll show you the Milani. This is the Milani one. So here they are, side by side. Like, you can see the difference. I don't know. I think it's the brush combined with the formula. I just don't know. I'm not over the moon about the Milani one. I mean, I'll use it in a pinch. It's not awful, but it's not something I typically reach for. I personally like the ColourPop one, and so far I really like this e.l.f. Wow Brow. So real quick, I'm just going to do my other brow. I really, really like this e.l.f. brow gel. I can feel it holding my brows in place so far. We will see the longevity of it, although that's not the focus of this video. This is the focus. I already reapplied some lip balm, and I'm going to go in with this ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Cypress Chill. This has been my favorite lip product for the past week and a half. I cannot stop wearing it. I just love the color. I love the blotted lips. Oh, they're so pretty. So alright, just look at that color. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. It's my favorite. My favorite. Okay, so I'm not going to put any more powders or anything on my face. Not like I do anyway, but you know. I'm not going to spray my face with any sort of setting powder. I'm just going to go about my day. It's currently 1:52 So I'm going to be wearing this as long as possible for you, and I will be checking in periodically throughout my day, letting you guys know how it's wearing, what's it doing. So again, not setting my face with anything, no sprays, no other powders or anything. I'm feeling the areas that I didn't put really any powders, so like the center of my forehead and like right around here, and the tackiness has pretty much completely vanished. Of course it's gone where I definitely did put the powder, so where my bronzer and blush are. And yeah, so like right in this little area I don't powder, and well, I put concealer here, but it's very, very dry, but that's probably just because this is a more matte concealer. And in the center of my forehead, so right around here, I didn't put any powders except for a little bit of highlight like right on my brow bone. But yeah, tackiness gone, so I will just be checking in with you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, it is now 3:50. I've had the foundation on for a couple of hours, so I would figure I would do a check-in because we are about to go to a local little carnival festival in our town. So let me examine what my face looks like real quick. So far, I'm liking it a lot. It is very pretty. It is naturally luminous. That claim I find to be true. I am not finding that it's gathering around my nose. It actually looks flawless on my nose, which is saying something because most every foundation looks horrible on my nose. It's not gathering around my nose. I can see my smile lines a little bit around my mouth, but that's pretty normal. It's like that with pretty much every foundation because like they're there, you know? And I smile and I talk throughout my day, so they're there. So far, it's beautiful and I actually love it a lot. This is actually my first NYX foundation that I have ever tried, and so far I'm very, very impressed. So we're about to go to the little carnival and we're gonna eat and we're gonna walk around. It's not crazy hot, but I'll probably get warm from walking around and all the people, so I will check back in later on whenever I get back probably. And yeah, so far I really, really like it. So let's just see how it wears while I'm outside walking around. Alright guys, this is my final check-in. It is now 9:09. So that means I've had this foundation on for, if I got done at like pretty close to 2 o'clock, like 7 hours. I've had my foundation on for 7 hours. So before I started filming this last little check-in, I was looking at my face, and while yes, it has worn off, so it's not like incredibly like amazingly long lasting, but I didn't put any setting spray or any powders or anything on it to help the longevity whatsoever. And I don't think it claims to be long wearing either. So I mean, it lasts about as long as my Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, I think, without setting it. So yeah, it's really nice. It looks very, very pretty. I'm not getting anything gathered around my nose. My nose doesn't look weird. It is completely gone right here, but I had sunglasses on at Santa Calagon. That's the festival we went to. And my nose started sweating, and it was like the sunglasses were sliding around on my nose, so that just took that foundation right off. So, but that's normal. That would happen with any foundation. My smile lines don't look any different. They don't look worse or anything. No cakiness around my mouth that I'm noticing. I'm just still so, my mind is boggled on how good my nose looks because pretty much every other foundation just sits on top of my nose and this one doesn't. I do have a little bit of cakiness on this side of my nose, I think. And that's the side I used the brush on. So I think I do like using a sponge better. This is the sponge side. But yeah, it looks very pretty. And I have normal leaning dry skin, so it's not completely dry, but it tends to be dry. But yeah, I really, really like this foundation. And for only $10, I mean, it's beautiful. I really, really like it, and I'm gonna keep using it, and it's just really nice. It's really nice, guys. I really like it. The brow gel and the brow pencil, my brows still look really, really nice. The color of them is not faded at all. They look really good. The gel, it actually held amazingly. I actually think it's a stronger hold than my ColourPop one, because by the end of like, by 7+ hours with my ColourPop one, they look like just normal brows, just they have fallen. But they still look fluffy. Not as fluffy as when I first applied it, but so I really, really like this. Both of these combined, I think, were like $8 or $9, so $10. I must say, I'm pretty happy with all of this. I love finding makeup successes. It makes me so happy. Oh, another thing that I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the video. If I did, I'm saying it again. This is an Ulta exclusive, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, it is an Ulta exclusive. You get 1.01 fluid ounces, which I think is pretty normal for a foundation. But yes, I recommend, if you have normal to dry skin and you love dewy, naturally radiant foundations, I would say try to pick this up and try it out. Of course, everybody is got their own like filter on for what they like personally on their skin, but I like it. So if you've been eyeing it, but you have been wanting to watch more videos on it and seeing people review it, yeah, I say go out and buy it. It's only $10. If you don't like it, just return it. Simple as that. Alright guys, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload a video for you guys. Thanks again so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye! Brow powder. Okay, I really like it. Still pretty fluffy.